Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, we are back with Captain's Corner. Our panel of experts have given me their choices. I want to go through all of them with you. We also had a brainstorm last night. Okay, it was pretty big. The brainstorm. It actually is going to shape up the season. It's how big the brainstorm was. It was huge. I'm going to show you something that's going to separate Abs Magic and put us on turbo gas now. It was an idea I had when I was sleeping, actually. It was a true story. Okay, I was in bed sleeping, tossing and turning, because when I go to bed, all I do is think about Supercoach, okay? And usually all my genius ideas happen at night time when I'm sleeping. Anyway, this brainstorm was that big that in Dubai there was floods. In Oman there was floods because of this brainstorm just coming down. Anyway, I'm going to share it with you in a minute, and you're going to freak out when I show you this. Now, I put up a video yesterday with the round 6 trades. We're going to make an adjustment. It's game-changing, the adjustment we're going to make. I'm going to show it to you. You need to listen to it first before you even look at it. It's absolutely game-changing. Now, before I do that, I've got a small announcement. A big thank you goes out to Mike Gibbo, who's donated another $10. Okay, now, Mike is an absolute legend. And once again, thank you very much, Mike. Now, he's also asked me a question. He says, do you think that Yo is a no-go this week, okay? I'd have to use a boost to trade Sanders and take the risk as a keeper. Or can I hold the cash and the boost? Okay, now, with Yo, if you're going to bring Yo in, it's not going to be as a cash cow, okay? So obviously he's already mentioned it. It's as a keeper. Is Yo going to be top 6? On current form, I'd say yes, the top 6. But whatever he's scored until now, those points are gone. Okay, so people that own him have banked those points. You can't get them. So you're gonna bank on what he's gonna score after this. Now he's not gonna play Richmond again. That was the only game that he had against Richmond, and that will be the only time he plays against the Little League. Okay, because Richmond's midfield were all Little League. So I'm not sure on this one, okay? Top 6 mids. You want best of the best now. You don't want to bring in a player if you're, let's say, 50k short. You want to bring in players like Luke Ryans, like the Cheezels. You want the best, okay? So I would say no to Yo. For me, Yo is going to be an upgrade. He was more a placeholder, and I'm going to trade him out possibly in round 14 to a better defender. So I'd say no to Yo, okay? Although I love Yo in my team, I just don't think he's top 6. I didn't even think he was a primo until 2 weeks ago. I get nervous when I watch him anyway, and he's on the bench twice a quarter, every quarter, 2 times on the bench. He's very similar to Crouch. But Yo's stints on the bench are very short, maybe 2 minutes. Then he comes back on again. Anyway, let's move on. Now we go to our captain's choices. I'm just going to show you my captain's choices this year because I haven't actually shown you what I've done. Okay, so in round 1, I had the Bont here at 126. That's actually, I think from memory that was the vice captain. I can't remember. Anyway, but I took the score. In round 2, Sarong went 141. In round 3, I had Heaney 148. In round 4, Gawn went 129 as a VC. I took it, and then Heaney went nuts, and I didn't take that one, which was 160 odd. But I'm not sure if I would have captained Heaney, but I probably would have. But anyway, I took the 129. In round 5, Gawn went 138, and I took that. And so all up, we're averaging 136, which for me is huge. Okay, and this is all thanks to all these captains experts that I've got here. Okay, now let's have a look what they've picked this week. Now, our boy Nicholas is having a bad start to the year, and he's on the comeback. Last week he had Gawn. Actually, 8 of our panel here had Gawn last week, okay? So there wasn't much difference in the rankings. Now, Nick went up to a 117 average, and this week he's gone Heaney into Sheasels. Okay, that's his selections. Now, our boy here, Cade, he's averaging 128 this year. He's gone Bont into Zeret. Okay, Zach Merritt, he's expecting a big game. Now, these are all a lot of different choices here. So you're gonna you got a mixed bag because when there's no Gorn, everyone goes different. Okay, Gorn is the common. Once he's not playing, they have to all go their separate ways. Now we got Matthew here, and he's gone Bont into Butters. Okay, so Matthew and Cade think the Bond's gonna bounce back. Bont has let Nick down all year. Okay, and so has Dacos, and that's why Nick has gone so bad this year. Now, the Super Couch Potato, okay, he's gone Steel into Butters, okay, he thinks Steel's going to have a big one. Now, and he's averaging 130 this year. Balin is averaging 135, and he's gone Steel into Heaney, okay, so this should be interesting. Now, Pig Mentality, who's averaging a massive 140 this year, okay, that's huge, okay, he's gone English into Butters. Okay, so far we have 3 on Butters as a captain. Okay, that's massive. Okay, now let's keep going up. We got my boy Januf here, and he's gone Steel into Butters. Now, so far only Januf and the Super Couch Potato have the same one. Okay, we've got a few Butters here, but not the same double set here. So Rustic, who's averaging 144. Has gone Zeret into Sheasels. Okay, he thinks that the Sheasels is going to have a big one. Now, Legend Hen, he's gone for a shock. He's averaging 146, Legend Hen, and he's gone for a massive change. He's gone Dacos into Young, just coming down. Okay, he's gone different. Now, this could make or break him. Okay, now, Robobo is also gone different, and he's averaging 149. Okay, what's going on? The ones that are averaging more are going really left of field. Okay, now Robobo is going Marshall into Took. This is an interesting one. Now, we go to JS, and he's gone Marshall into Heaney. Now, JS is averaging 150, okay, and he started slow. He's on fire. Now, next up, we have the Bishop, and the Bishop is on 151. He's gone Sarong into Heaney. Okay, now this is our first one for Sarong. If you notice the top ones, well, everyone's gone different, okay. Now, we've gone to Kane, and Kane is averaging 156. He was very disappointed last week because Gorn got a 138, whereas 138 actually is above all my averages. For Kane, it dropped his average down to 156. He was on 160. Actually, all the top ones here are all very upset with Gorn because only went 138. Anyway, Kane has gone Bont into Butters, okay, as the captain option. And I don't even have Butters. I think I'm in trouble this week. Okay, let's have a look at the total now. Now, here are the most commons. Okay, the final tally's in. Now, Butters has got 5. Heaney has got 4. The Bonts and Steel, 3 each. Chisels, Zeret and Marshall, 2 each. Young, Dacos, English, Took and Sarong, 1 each. We've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 players here. This has never happened before. Anyway, that's what they've come up with. Okay, so everyone has come up virtually different. Good luck with who you pick. I'm actually more confusion after watching this. Now, I'm just going to show the trades I made yesterday. All right, we traded out Sanders. We traded out Crouch, all right, who's not playing this week. And we traded out King, who's also not playing this week, but we're going to trade him out anyway. He's a spud. Okay, anyway, all the 3 of them are gone. And we brought in, okay, into the team, Sam Walsh. We brought in, from North Melbourne, the rookie, Yawn, okay, and we also brought in, where is he? Who else did we bring in? We brought in from Brisbane Lions, Zorko, the magician, okay. Now, that's who we brought. That was our changes. So what this did, okay. Now this is the important part. You got to take note, all right. Now check the team out. Balance of cash is only 4,000, so we don't have much money. All right. This gave us. Let's count the primos. All right. Now we're going to include Powell as a primo. All right, and let's just put Heaney there because I keep forgetting him. All right, we want to include Powell as a primo because he's a keeper. All right, that's why. Most of you got Powell anyway. Anyway, let's go and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 up to there. 13, 14. We're counting Sherry as a keeper, as a primo, because averaging 102. Okay, that's good enough. So that's 14. Heaney's 15, and Powell is 16. So this gives us 16 primos this week. On fields, only 15, because Gordon's not playing. All right, so we've got 15 primos on field this week. So this plan works out really well for this week, okay? And if we boost it, if we optimize, it gives us a 2178 projection, okay? So is it not bad, okay? I'm very happy if I get 2178. However, let's undo that trade, because go back to here. This is where it gets complicated. Next week, all right, we're still going to have 16 primos, because we're going to double downgrade next week. We're going to bring in the boy from St Kilda, Garcia, and we're going to bring in the Richmond boy because we want to get rid of these cows. So we're going to double downgrade next week, so we can't upgrade. So we're still on 16, all right, next week. However, let's undo these trades. Okay. Now let's go, and I want to show you my idea now. Okay. Plus, I want to keep Sanders. Okay, and I'm going to keep Crouch. I'm going to keep both of them. Okay, I'm going to trade out Carroll. All right, so Carroll's gone. We're going to trade out, where is he? King. All right, so King's gone. And we're going to trade out one more. Now, Kamis has a break-even of 30. Cadman has a break-even of 40. Cadman's playing Carlton. All right, now Carlton are a little bit harder to score against, and their ruckmen aren't that easy to score against either. So let's get rid of Cadman. Okay, now who are we going to bring in? All right, now North Melbourne. Okay, under 3 games. We're going to bring in Nguyen. Okay, we're going to go to St Kilda, and if he's named not as a sub, we're going to bring in Garcia. Okay, we're going to go early on both. Okay, so Big and Garcia both come in. What happened to Garcia? Okay, get back there, Garcia. I wanted to go, and there we go. Okay, so Garcia's in. This gives us 659k. All right, so we can virtually get anyone we want. Now, we can go and get Jack Steele. Okay, now Jack Steele's break even is 70, so we can grab Jack Steele. I don't mind grabbing Jack Steele. We can grab Zach Butters, okay? And, I mean, Zach Butters' break-even is 118, so we can actually grab Zach Butters anytime now, all right? And he's lost 12k last week. What's in his scoring cycle? Oh, he's got that 130 now, so he's going to go up again. Not by much. So it's going to be the same price pretty much the next 2 weeks, all right? So Jack Steele, I mean, Zach Butters, actually, who's he playing against? What's his draw? He's got Collingwood. All right, he should do well. Okay, got St Kilda. Got Adelaide. I mean, okay, well, got Butters there anyway. Now, the player that I really want is Flanders. All right, Flanders has a break-even of 81. All right, and his draw's opening up. Except this week it's hard. Sydney's a tougher draw, although their defence. Their forward line usually leak points to the defenders. So, but it's usually to the taller defenders they leak it to, not to the shorter ones. Then he has West Coast and the Lions. Even against West Coast, even though it's an easy matchup, he probably won't go big because of the fact that the ball won't be there. We saw what happened to the West Coast defenders against Richmond. So we've got Flanders anyway. I'm going to pass on Flanders. Okay, I'll get Flanders another time. All right, maybe next week, okay? The player that I really want, and even though he's not going to make any money this week, is Sam Walsh. The reason I want him, all right, let's complete it straight. Plus, it gives me 82k balance, all right. The reason I want him, I'll just show you, is I have no captain's choices this week. Here's my perfect vice captain choice, and I need someone that can score big. Now, so I'm going to get Walsh. Okay, so Walsh comes in. Now, what this does, okay, let me show you this now. We've got 16 primos still, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because Crouch is still there, all right? 13, 14, 15, and Heaney 16. So still got the 16 primos. We've already double downgraded, all right? We've already got Yun and Garcia. So all we need to get next week is the Richmond boy, McAuliffe, okay? Roberts goes up by 35k. He's almost maxed out next week. So if we get the calculator out, okay, get the calculator. So next week, Roberts at 370k, just say, all right? 370 plus, let's say, where is he? Khamis is at about 270k, all right? Because he's going to go up about 10k, right? So say 270k for Khamis plus 270 plus, we have 82k here, 82 equals, minus the 117k we're going to pay for the Richmond boy. That gives us 605k to play with next week. So we can actually bring in another primo next week. So that means our primo count next week will be 17. Whereas if I traded out Crash this week, it'll be 16. But that's not all. It gets better. Okay, let me show you something. Now, in round 6, I've got the 16 primos. In round 7, which is next week, I'll have 17 primos because I'm upgrading, one up and one down. So round 8, we're hoping to have 18 primos. I mean, you're going to get the cheap ones now, like Oliver. Okay, he's going to be cheap, so I'll have 18 primos. Round 9, we'll be up to 19 primos. We're now going for the fallen primos. Round 10, we're up to 20. Round 11, 21. Let's say we're stuck on 21, okay, till round 12. Now, what this does is, if I had 16 primos next week with the by trading out what's his name, Crouch, I would have had in round 7 16 primos, then in round 8 17 primos, in round 9 18. So more or less, I'm one primo behind every single week up until round 12. If I trade out Crouch, by holding Crouch, I'm staying one primo ahead of my of what I would have had. So it's a huge advantage having the extra primo. It may not always outscore, like you'll see a rookie sometimes go and score a 124. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's going to always have a better score. But if you put the odds in your favour and have a primo is supposed to score more than rookies. So I'm putting the odds in my favour by doing this. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, also, I've picked Walsh because it gives me 82k. If what I can actually do, all right, is let's go undo here. All right, let's keep Cadman in case he makes some more cash. Even if he makes 5k, it's 5k extra in our pocket. And how many times are you 1k short of bringing a player in? Let's trade a Campbell because he's not doing nothing anyway. All right, let's complete that trade, and let's just hope that Cadman can make score more than 40. Okay, which he should hopefully. So this gives me 605k for next week still. Because even though Cadman, I'll probably have more now. If Cadman makes some extra cash, I'll have 610k or whatever. So I'll still be able to bring in pretty much anyone I want. I can bring in probably Flanders next week. I can bring in Zorko next week. So it depends who I want to bring in. And I'm still going to have extra cash the following week, and I'll still do another up and down again. So the cycle continues with this up and down, one up and one down. As long as we can find someone to go down to, okay? But which is another reason why I want to have an extra primo. Because if there's no rookies to go down to, we're stuck with these rookies on the bench. So I'd rather get rid of them as soon as possible. So my trades this week are going to be Walsh, Biggie, and Garcia all coming in. With Garcia, if he's a sub, okay, I'm not going to bring Garcia in. I'll bring in the Richmond boy, McAuliffe, even though he's not playing. I'll bring him in, and I'll bring Garcia in the following week. All right? And trading out is pretty much all the rookies and a spud. The King's gone. So I'll bring in virtually getting a Walsh. And I'm also, this allows me now to keep Sanders. And now I can move Sanders into that forward line next week. So it's another bonus for me. And I really want to hold Sanders. This Sanders was killing me. I just wanted to keep him. I love this boy. Okay, just calm it down. Okay, he doesn't play for Richmond, but I still like him so much. I wanted to keep him. So I get to keep him now. Anyway, I hope this all made sense. All this mumble jumble, I hope it made sense. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.